Last time in Vietnam, we left Ho Chi Minh City to travel north to the capital, Hanoi. We sampled some Hanoi cuisine, met with some of the locals, visited the beautiful pagodas, and took a walk down the very famous train street, and nearly got rolled over by a bus. Good morning, Vietnam. Well, today is another beautiful hot morning here in Hanoi, and today we're going to just have a wander around, see where we can go and see today. I think we're going to go try see the Temple of Literature, and quite possibly maybe the palace, and another one or two things as well. So let's get going on our journey. So this here is our rooftop bar and hangout area in Hanoi. Really nice. Man, it's warm today. Oh yeah, it's fantastic up here. Fabulous view from the top here. Take a trip down to possibly see the Temple of Literature, but unfortunately it looks like that there's a hell of a lot of rain coming in, so a lot of that stuff is going to be outdoors. So what we're going to try and do is just skip the outdoor stuff for the rest of the evening, and instead what we're going to do is maybe do some museums. So we're going to take a look at doing that, and then tomorrow morning bright and early we'll head off and do the Temple of Literature and a few places like that as well. So we came down to the Museum of Fine Arts instead. We said we'd get indoors because more than likely what's actually going to happen is it's going to pour out of the heavens in the next half an hour to an hour. So we said we'd just come down here and take in a bit of culture for ourselves. So it was 40,000 dong each, and we also got the audio guide for 50,000 dong. So I've heard anyway that it's well worth it to be using that, so get more information. So for the audio guide, we just went in and you download an app on your phone, and it's just basically got the whole walkthrough on that. So then they'll give you the options. You can get some Bluetooth headphones, and that will give you the audio guide going around. So it seems to be a fantastic system. It's all QR codes, so as you walk around there's a QR button on the app, and you just hit that, scan the QR code at the location where you are, and it'll just give you the audio feed through that. So great system, really is. So looking forward to using that and see what we have in store. Okay, so one of the first issues that we've run into is that they do not have an elevator for wheelchair access or for people on crutches. He did say alright that they have an elevator for bringing artwork up and down, but they'd have to get permission for that, so dunno. to this guy and myself. And looks like it's from the Batam Pagoda. 11:15. Wow. This is the stuff that amazes me. Is kind of, you know, all those years ago this was carved out by somebody, but probably more than one person. And you're standing in front of it then, hundreds of years apart. That's why I love museums. Some of these look, some of them actually remind me of the Book of Kells at home, something which I haven't seen yet. I need to go to Dublin and see that, but even this one now that's here, you know, that to me has remnants, I suppose, colour wise and stuff like that, of the Book of Kells. It's amazing how all these different countries at the time, I suppose, would have had very similar ways of doing things. You know, this one here, catfish and toad. So I guess it's a way of documenting at the time different species and stuff like that. Yeah, fabulous. Though they're Vietnamese artists, very big Picasso influence on these. You can see it straight away. I must say, I really did enjoy the museum, the Vietnamese Museum of Fine Arts. First floor is probably my favourite because there's a lot of Buddhas, and I think the oldest pieces of art that are in here are on the first floor, and it gets more modern as you come up, but like everything is fantastic. Definitely well worth coming to see this. Really enjoyed it. I rushed back to my hotel thinking that today was going to be a complete washout, so we went and done some nice things anyway, but I just caught a little bit of a glimpse in the sky that was turning a little bit red, so there is cloud up there, so there's a little bit of a sunset starting. I have a beautiful little bit of a sunset behind me. The clouds aren't very dramatic, but I decided to come up onto this beautiful, I mean, we got a fantastic view up here. It's not a 360, but it's pretty close to that. So I came up on the rooftop here. It's the Acoustic Hotel, and it's called the Eclipse Sky Bar. Now there's no one else up here. They're still opening up. They're you know, they're very minimal up here at the moment, but I've probably got the best view out of anybody at the moment. So I decided I'm going to do a time lapse with my proper camera. I didn't get a chance to do a cityscape like this yet. I'm up on a height, and this is the best chance that I'm going to have. I think it's going to look fantastic. So yeah, so this is it for me. This is where I'm at. So they brought me over a beer and peanuts, and I'm just going to enjoy it. The heat is wonderful, the place itself is wonderful, and just take a look at this view. joining me again today from the beautiful Hanoi, and hopefully the beautiful sunset that we're going to have tonight. Join me next time here in Vietnam.